I'll go get some coffee. I'll go get some coffee. Beautiful out. You're a hummingbird. Beautiful out. You're a hummingbird. All right, we are back. Got our cup of coffee. Watching the sunset. It's really pretty out tonight. We are back. Got our cup of coffee. Watching the sunset. It's really pretty out tonight. How's the weather you guys had out there in old Tennessee? Howdy, Jake. How you doing? Just sitting here watching the sunset, drinking a cup of coffee. In old Tennessee. We're here in Colorado. Just sitting here watching the sunset, drinking a cup of coffee. Life is good. We're here in Colorado. Life is good. Good day for sure. You betcha. How about you? Went up and flew for a little bit. Had some pretty strong crosswinds, and it was pretty challenging today. About 15 knot crosswind, maybe 20. It was gusty. Flying in the afternoon in Colorado is always a risky proposition, especially with the mountains the way they are. But it worked out pretty good. It was a lot of fun. Wow, 98 degrees. Yuck. Is this Jake? Like, which Jake we got here? Do I know you, Jake? Very pretty out. Let's show you the sky. Look at that. The colors are just beautiful. You can see the cliff swallows flying along. Not a lot happening tonight, just kind of sitting here, you know, drinking coffee, doing a live stream. It's kind of crazy. Sun's still up. It's still going to set here in a little bit. Watching the wind blow and listening to it rustling through the aspen leaves. Pretty cool. I don't know where the cliff swallows are. There's a ton of them flying around here all the time, but I don't know where they live, because being a cliff swallow, they have to live either underneath the eaves of a house, or they live on a cliff, or they live, you know, on the side of something. But all the houses around here have nettings to keep them from nesting underneath the eaves, so not really sure where their nests are. Hummingbirds are still here. The migratory birds have started to head south. We've got the sandhill cranes just came through yesterday. That's pretty cool. They were all the way up in Canada and Alaska. And then we've got geese, Canada geese. A lot of those are coming through. What's really cool up here is in the middle of the winter, the sandhill, what is it, not sandhill, the snow geese will come through. That's really pretty. Pretty nice. If I'm quiet enough, you might be able to hear the leaves rustling. There you go. Watch the sunset. Listen to the leaves rustle. It's a real gentle breeze. Just the last remnants of the evening. The sun is illuminating the clouds above. It's really pretty. I'll point the camera towards the Byers Peak. There, that's a 12,000 foot plus peak right there in the middle of the screen. That's Byers Peak, right near Fraser, Colorado. This picture just doesn't do it justice, because from here it's big. The camera just doesn't really do it justice. Jake, where are you at? Beautiful. I'm gonna set another microphone up so you can really hear the trees. Let's see. There. Got a second microphone sitting over there on the right next to the camera. Should be able to hear those trees rustling really nicely now. Is it really picking up the sounds of the rustling leaves? Just let their dogs poop and didn't pick it up. Isn't that awesome? What are you up to this evening, Chandler? How's Emily's ear feeling? Yeah, those people just let their dog poop right there. Right out in front of the place. Nice. I'm glad she can hear. That's great. You can see the clouds moving slowly across the screen now. Oh, that's no good. Yeah, I can see that happening. That's poor people. Oh, I need a dog. I need I need a dog for companionship. And then they realize that a dog requires walks and a dog requires food and a dog requires a vet. And they say, oh, I don't want a dog anymore. You just drop them off. Yep, that's pretty, it's about par for the course. Sounds about right. The ultimate dog lover is somebody who loves a dog enough to leave it on the side of a road. Don't even have the decency to take it to a shelter. God forbid they do something responsible in their life. People don't realize you know, pets require commitment, require you to do something other than be selfish. People that drop dogs and cats off on the side of the road are the lowest of the low. Oh yeah, God. You see that in third world countries. Wild dogs running around. They haven't been neutered or spayed. Yep. Or you also see it not just in third world countries. You see it in America whenever you get near a certain demographic of people that just don't, they just don't have any responsibility towards anything. They only care about their own immediate needs, and that's it. That's pretty common. Comes a helicopter. Helicopter's coming to pick up somebody. Must be pretty urgent because the weather's not the best. There it comes. Oh, I'm going to see it right in front of me. There's an expensive ride. Somebody I just saw recently took a helicopter ride and it cost them like $90,000 for 15 minutes. They got charged. It's absolute theft. It's completely criminal. Helicopters maybe $2,400 an hour. You know, you maybe, even if you fly all the way from Denver up to the mountains and back, you might be an hour. So $2,400 times then $90,000 is what they charge the person for a 15-minute ride. Sick. It's illegal, but people don't go to jail for it, so they continue to do it. You know, another thing considering dog owners is ones who don't train their dogs. You have dogs that are completely out of control, and it's like that's another form of abuse because dogs require an alpha. You know, when they're in a pack, there's a lead dog, that's the alpha, and when they're with humans, they expect their human to be the alpha, but if the human is incapable of being the alpha, it's abusive to the dog. You can see there are dogs that are just full of nerves and bundle of anxiety, and it's because their owners are not capable of being in charge and taking on that role of the alpha. So that's another form of abuse. These people, oh, I love dogs. Yeah, well, the sign of an extremely good owner, a responsible owner, is a very well trained and behaved dog. Oh, urgent care. Yeah, the whole medical field in America is a criminal enterprise. The Supreme Court has had 2 decisions. It's held that the medical industry is not exempt from fair pricing, and nobody goes to jail. And until that happens and the law gets enforced, nothing's going to happen about it. Mm-hmm. It's beyond disgusting. I mean, people should be in prison for the rest of their lives over what's going on. I just read that something like 250,000 kids died post-COVID vaccine, directly due to the vaccine. 250,000 children. Yeah. Most parents probably all think, oh, you know, COVID killed them or something else, but I guarantee you there's not every one of those parents thinks that that's what happened. But yeah, 250,000 kids died immediately after receiving the vaccine. And they didn't even need it. Probably get banned from YouTube for talking about it. You can really hear the wind starting to pick up. I don't know how good the signal is. It doesn't look like it's too terrible, but you look through these, there's no way to look at live streams unless you're on a live stream. But how in the heck do you find a live stream? You can't search them on YouTube. It's really weird. Yeah, the wind's blowing my grill around a little bit, at least the cover. I was watching a show today about the geology of Colorado. It talked about how Colorado used to be in the southern hemisphere and then migrated to the northern hemisphere over hundreds of millions of years. I'm like, well, I think the time scale's off a little bit. I think it happened a little bit quicker than that. But Colorado has the Morrison Formation, which is the state dinosaurs, the Brontosaurus. I learned that today. You know, and obviously in dinosaur Colorado, there is a huge fossil area out there in the Morrison Formation. But the Morrison Formation is also in Denver, right along the Front Range, right along I-70, right as you pop down off the bottom of Genesee. So it's pretty cool. A lot of dinosaurs down there. Oh, here come the geese. I think there are a lot of extinction events in America, in the world history. Every 12,000 years, give or take. Yeah, one time the Earth's oxygen was way higher than it is now. So, in animals, it's like 2% more oxygen is all, and it was just an enormous difference in the size of bugs and animals and trees. There are animals that are still around that were around when the oxygen levels were higher, and they're just tiny compared to the fossil record. Just surfing these live streams, it's crazy. I should go on a night bicycle ride. Put my headlamp on. I've got a really cool bicycle light that I could put on my bicycle. Go on a night ride. I think that'd be kind of cool. I think I might do that. It's really fun. Probably end up doing that. I can hook my Starlink up to the handlebar. Kind of cool. Put the Starlink on the handlebar because there's no internet out there, and then just live stream my bicycle ride. You can't do that on TikTok. They in my car live streaming, but I can live stream from the airplane, so that's cool. I live streamed today from my airplane, but it was on. I downloaded that Bigo, but I actually got rid of it because I think Bigo is more. It's more for like middle-aged guys to pay girls to do whatever. So got rid of that one right off the bat. Bigo's no good. But yeah, I think I'll grab my phone and stick it on the bicycle with my Starlink, and we'll take a night bicycle ride in the Rockies here. But yeah, once the sun goes down, it's kind of dark. It'd be nice to use my headlamp because it's really bright. It's kind of cool. We'll have to see how it goes. The only thing, it would be nice to be able to use the dual camera. Like TikTok has dual camera capability, and so does. Well, it was Bigo that had it, but it's unfortunate. Bigo is just it's useless, and it's got like this convoluted payment system. It's like I don't even want to participate in that. Don't need the headache of that. So the TikTok lives are plenty good. So, well, yeah, it was a whole bunch of like spam bot ads trying to add you, and it's always women adding you, and you're like, nah, that's not real. Trying to message you. Delete, block. Yeah, yep, payday loans. Well, I'm gonna grab my equipment. I'm gonna take this live stream mobile, and I'm gonna hook my Starlink up to the bicycle with my battery, and, and I'm gonna go take this bad boy out there and continue. So we'll talk to you later, Chandler. Have a good night. Okay, end the stream.